The Art of Entertaining is a gourmet carry-out food store. For 28 years, the business has been making people happy with delicious meals, offering breakfast, lunch, dinner, and everything in between. And now they are adding to your Thanksgiving spread too. It is time for Show Me the Recipe. Okay, so this morning we have Lemcke joining us in our Show Me kitchen. And Ann, this is something I could smell it. You're going to want to add this to your Thanksgiving dishes.
Thank you. Thank you. I love that. Well, you know, it's really important for smells and, you know, on Thanksgiving especially, right?
Yes.
So you love the turkey roasting, right? And then the stuffing has all kinds of wonderful spices in it too. So anyway, is it okay if I start?
Absolutely. Let's get started.
Cool.
And so this is the finished products that we're going to get to, but we're going to show the process. So take us through, how do we get to this?
Absolutely. Okay, so I started out a couple of days ahead of time and I bought some bread and I let it sit out and get, you know, a little bit hard because you don't want it to be real soft and, you know, it's not going to make the same different, you know, soak up all the ingredients as well.
Yes.
Okay. So I did that and then I chopped it and, you know, cut it into little 1-inch cubes.
Okay.
And I did a variety of bread. I kind of brought some bread to show you what I did, but it doesn't matter what kind of bread you use.
Okay.
Use your
doesn't
favorite
matter.
bread.
Yes.
If you want to do vegan, you can do vegan. Just do bread that's vegan.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So anyway, then I took a cup and a half of onion.
Okay.
And I chopped that up, and then a cup and a half of celery, and I chopped that up, and it got a little bit.
Yes, we're gonna heat that up, chop that up.
Yes, but you'd want to cook it, and it does take about 10 minutes.
Okay,
on the
10
stove
minutes on that.
over medium heat. Okay, and then I'm going to add my spices, and I have 2 tablespoons of sage.
Sage.
And my mom always said that what you have to do is you put it in your fingers and you go like that because that helps the spice come out, you know, all the flavors.
I never knew that.
Yeah. And it really does work.
That's a technique.
So we're doing that with that, and we're putting that in there, and we
Okay.
have 2 tablespoons actually of thyme.
Thyme.
Okay?
Sage, thyme. Okay.
Yeah, you got it. And then I also have 2 tablespoons of rosemary.
Okay, of rosemary.
And that all goes in there too. And again, rub it between your fingers. That's going to bring out all the natural flavors. And then I would actually cook this for another, you know, maybe another minute, just to, again, bring out all the flavors and all the smells, and it's so wonderful. It activates all the stuff. So then I'm going to add this into the bread. Yeah.
So we're mixing this into the bread, and now we're getting into the stuffing. Okay, and so then these are the things that we're going to add into it.
You got
it.
it.
And is it as easy as just pouring this all together? And I'm hoping
it's the most simple recipe, and it's like, you know, I want to tell people if they don't want to make it, they can buy it at our store.
Okay, and that's where I was going with this, because if you do not think you can master this Art of Entertaining, take a look at your screen right there with all of their contact information, where they are located. If you try this out and let's say you burn it, it doesn't work out, you can go to the store and buy it there, and they offer everything from baked goods, dinner, breakfast, lunches, all the things.
You got it.
So this is amazing. So you pour all this together,
you do.
Pop it in the oven.
This is actually 3 cups of chicken broth that I'm adding in. That's going to keep it moist. We don't want it dried out on, you know, on Thanksgiving when we get there, right?
No. There we go.
So we put all that in there,
there
too.
You go.
I'm losing a little bit of it.
And
mix it all together.
We're all set.
Add in the other stuff and into the pan.
And into the pan you go.
And then it goes in the oven at 350 for, I do 35 minutes with it, you know, without a lid on, with a lid on it.
Yes.
And then I take the lid off and I put it back in for 15 more.
Fantastic.
And it gets all crusty and good on
Well, Ann, thank you so much for making our Thanksgiving that much more delicious.
Thank you.
And we'll have all that information on our website, ksdk.com. You'll be able to find all the ingredients and recipes. Thanks very much for joining us this morning, and we'll be right back.